What is up, my friend? It's your man, Will Murphy, coming to you today with one of the most common questions I get as a personal trainer.
I don't need a personal trainer.
And that is, should I be counting calories? I got a very important answer for you. Stick around.
Only 35 calories apiece.
Before we get started with the video, if you are not already, please subscribe down below. And it also helps if you smash the heck out of that like button because of the YouTube algorithm. Every time you hit the like button, it will allow more people to be able to see this video. It'll be suggested. You know that suggested column that's over here? Or maybe it's over here. Yeah, more people will be able to see that. And if you like it, did you like it already? I'm not gonna get to start with the video until you like it. I get this question a lot about counting calories. It's a very important question. I believe it's an important question because it means that you're serious. If you're actually gonna take the time to sit down and watch and count your calories, then I think you're on the right path, just to begin with.
Well, look at your diet. It's obvious you're not too interested in counting calories.
A lot of people ask this question just because they don't want to count calories or just even to estimate. So as a beginner, if you're really just kind of getting started in the nutrition and exercise game, I think it's an important idea to add. I believe if I was in your shoes, I would start counting calories. You want to have an idea of what you eat on a normal basis, even if the only thing that you get out of it is having a log of what foods you eat on a regular basis. Because hopefully as you learn, grow, and acquire more knowledge about nutrition itself, you'll have a better idea of what's working and what's really not working for you. You know, what is bloating you, dairy, sugar, flour, things of that nature, what potential allergies you might have and how you react to alcohol. And the good stuff, like, do you digest fruit pretty well? Do you have a better time with chicken, potentially more than beef? All those sorts of things. And even if you could throw that in there, water, how much water are you drinking on a daily basis? Hopefully half your body weight in ounces. So as a beginner, I think it's a good idea to even just get a baseline. Maybe set out to do it 5 out of 7 days each week. Or maybe even, try and shoot for 2 to 3 months of doing it for a consistent basis. Maybe see if you can get 3 weeks in a row, a month in a row of always counting your calories. I think that's a good idea for beginners. So next you would go into intermediate. If you've been doing this for, let's say you've been working out consistently for more than 6 months, more than a year even. If you're in that year to 2 year range, year to 3 year range, then you have a good idea. You've consistently exercised, you've really looked into your nutrition, maybe your results really aren't there quite yet, or you've experienced a bunch in the beginning. That's a common one. You experience a lot of results in the beginning, you love it, and then a few months go by and then you really kind of tail off and plateau. In that case, normally it's more so sleep recovery and also nutrition. If you are counting calories and you're there, then calorie counting might not be working for you. If you want to lose weight, lose fat, calorie counting might just be hurting you. There's a lot of key processes that if you try and reduce your calories, your body is going to be a little bit more stressed and not in a good way. You're going to lose more muscle, so it's going to be harder to burn fat. So in this case, if you're used as an intermediate, as someone who's been doing it for a little while but not too long, if your goal is to lose fat, which pretty much everybody's goal is to lose fat, not necessarily build muscle, although that can be some cases. 99% of people want to lose more body fat, particularly right around their belly. So my invitation to you is worry less about calories in terms of taking in less than you burn. What do I mean by that? So if you're trying to reduce calories, and especially when it's dramatic, say you burn 2,000 calories a day and you're only taking in about 1,200. If you do that for a long period of time, one major thing is going to happen. You're going to lose a lot of muscle. Over the course of weeks and months, you're going to lose a lot of muscle, which is going to make it harder to burn fat because your muscle is a large part of your metabolism. When you use your muscles like to take in lots of sugar, lots of nutrients that your body is going to be taking in from your foods. So if you're not doing that, that's going to come as a detriment to you. So when your metabolic rate is low, it's really not going to be good for you. It's going to make things harder for the long run. So all of the short-term successes that you've had are actually going to be a bit of a detriment to you. You might even yo-yo back up to where you were because your calories are too low, so your body and your muscles aren't getting the nutrients that they need. to continue to grow, build more strength, and then in turn lose fat. Also, when you take in less calories than you need, i.e. skip meals or just not eat enough, your body is going to keep insulin up because your body thinks that your body's under stress. It's not getting enough nutrients than it's putting out. So your body wants to survive. It doesn't want to look like it has a six-pack. It doesn't want to look good. We didn't evolve for so many years to look good. We evolved to survive. So your body's going to upregulate insulin. When insulin is upregulated, it takes everything really that's in the bloodstream into fat cells to store it so that you have energy over time. And unfortunately, when insulin is upregulated so high, it really just goes to your belly. Most of the fat storage, when you're under stress, you could even do a test when you're under stress next time, or if you've been in the past. Say, something happens in the family, something bad happens where your cortisol is up, you're anxious, you're stressed a lot of the time, and when you eat whatever foods you eat, maybe bad foods, over those course of weeks and months when you're really stressed, something bad happens, where does that fat normally go? Probably to the belly, depending on your genetics, to your belly, maybe to your neck, to places that you don't want them to go. It's not to the butt. Sorry, girls. It's not to the butt. It's not to the convenient places. And if you're advanced, someone who's been doing this for more than 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you might have already learned a little bit about this. But in order to take it to the next level, you've got to eat foods that are right for you. So you've really got to dial your diet in. What do I mean by that? You've got to look into the types of carbohydrates that work well for you, because there's a lot of bad ones. You really want to avoid sugar at all costs. There's really no need for sugar, refined sugar, in anyone's diet. It's really just not a good thing. But complex carbohydrates and even things like potatoes, white potatoes, sweet potatoes, anything like that can be very good for you because they got minerals in them. They got a lot of good things in them. But you have to realize, you have to kind of play around. What do you do well with? Do you do well with a diet where 50 to 75% of the plate is more carb based, and then 25% is fat and protein, or even less, maybe 20 to 25% of the plate is carbohydrate, and you've got about 30 to 40% protein, and then the rest fat. Do you do better with fats? And then what types of fats? More fish, more meat based, areas there. So ideally, the point that I want to get across is you should never cut calories unless you're eating junk. You should cut junk. You should never eat crappy foods unless you enjoy them. Unless you enjoy them from time to time. Moderation is a good excuse. Don't use moderation. Have them from time to time for enjoyment. Never diet. We'll get into this in another video. Number 1, never diet. Eat regularly. Smaller meals, snacks are good. I believe they're good things. If you snack correctly, whole foods, foods that are fresh, your portions are small, it's really easy for your stomach. My stomach's probably about the size of my fist, maybe a little bit larger. When I eat meals bigger than that, not only do I bloat, but I feel fatter the next day. I'm in tune with my body at this point. I don't feel good when I do that. So be smart about it. Your fist, maybe a little bit more, is the size of your stomach. It can stretch, of course, it stretches every Thanksgiving. Be smart about it. Drink water, lots of water, half your body weight in ounces. Your body can trick you into thinking you're hungry just because it's dehydrated. If you're getting hungrier before you normally eat, maybe an hour or 2 before, drink 2 cups of water and see how you feel, because your body normally says, I'm hungry when I'm thirsty, if that's normally the case before a meal, before you normally eat. Next, move your body, exercise. If you don't move it, you lose it. That works for your muscle. You want to work your muscles. Full body exercises if you don't want to break up the body into different segments. Segmenting the body doesn't really, unless you are looking to be a bodybuilder, there's really no reason for it. If you use more of your body parts, more calories will be burned, you'll feel better, you'll look better, you'll probably improve your posture as well. Eat quality foods and sleep by 10:30. Our body goes through this really cool process starting about 10 to 10:30 that improves our brain, improves our mood, improves our cognitive behavior from 10 to 2. Now, most people go to sleep at 12. They're missing about half of that. So that's not good. After about 2 to 6, then it's hormonal regulation and physical repair. But from 10 to 2, those are golden hours to improve your mood, improve your mental functioning, your cognitive ability. Take care, my friend. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.